Have you ever felt like you're running on autopilot? Every day is just happening to you? You wake up, grab your phone, scroll through social media for way too long. You tell yourself you'll stop, but you don't. You promise that today, you'll be more productive, more focused, more intentional, but by the time you realize it, the day is already gone. Why does this keep happening? Because whether you realize it or not, you're making unconscious mistakes every single day. And here's the crazy part. You can't stop them. Not completely, but what you can do is become aware of them, because awareness is the first crack in the autopilot mode. So today, I want to show you the invisible forces that shape your thoughts, your decisions, your life, without you even knowing it. Let's dive in. The first unconscious mistake you make is confirmation bias. It sounds fancy, but it's simple. You believe what you already believe. You seek out information that agrees with you. You ignore what doesn't. It's like wearing tinted glasses. But the scariest part is, you don't even realize you're wearing them. Ever notice how when you have an opinion, suddenly every article, every video, every friend you talk to seems to agree with you? That's not because you're always right. It's because your brain wants to be right. It filters reality to protect your ego, to keep you comfortable. But comfort is the enemy of growth. If you want to grow, you have to take off the glasses. You have to actively seek out perspectives that challenge you. Ask yourself, what if I'm wrong? Most people never do, and that's why they stay stuck. The second mistake is the Dunning-Kruger effect. It's the strange paradox where the less you know, the more confident you feel. Think about it. How many times have you overestimated your abilities, assumed you were ready only to get completely humbled? It's like standing at the foot of a mountain thinking it's just a small hill, until you start climbing. The truth is, the more you learn, the more you realize how little you actually know. That's why the wisest people are often the most humble. So next time you feel overly confident, pause. Ask yourself, am I really seeing the full picture or just a tiny piece of it? The third unconscious mistake, automatic negative thoughts. Psychologists call them ants, and they infest your mind every day. I'm not good enough. I always mess this up. Why even try? Sound familiar? These thoughts pop up without permission, like uninvited guests at a party. And the worst part? You believe them, without question. But here's the truth. Thoughts are not facts. Just because your brain says something doesn't make it true. So when these ants show up, and they will, notice them, name them, challenge them, because if you don't, they'll quietly shape your self-image, your confidence, your entire life. The fourth mistake is falling into the social comparison trap. Let me ask you, how often do you scroll through Instagram or TikTok and feel like your life isn't enough? Everyone else seems to be traveling, succeeding, living their best lives, while you're just stuck. But here's what no one tells you. You're comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You don't see their doubts, their failures, their boring Tuesday afternoons. You only see the curated, filtered, edited version. And yet, you judge yourself against that illusion. Comparison is a thief. It steals your joy, your confidence, your peace of mind. So next time you catch yourself thinking, I should be further ahead, remember, you're running your own race, at your own pace. The fifth unconscious mistake is procrastination. As an emotional response, you think you're lazy, that you lack discipline, but that's not the full story. Procrastination isn't just about poor time management, it's about avoiding discomfort. You don't put off tasks because you can't do them, but because they make you feel something you don't want to feel. Fear, anxiety, self-doubt. So you avoid, you delay. You tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow, but tomorrow turns into next week, and next week turns into never. The key is not just to force yourself to act, but to understand what emotion you're avoiding. Once you recognize that, procrastination loses its power. The sixth mistake, misjudging time, also known as the planning fallacy. You think something will take 30 minutes, but it takes 2 hours. You plan your day, and by noon, you're already behind. Why? Because your brain is inherently optimistic. It underestimates obstacles. It forgets how long things really take. So you overcommit. You overload your schedule, and then you beat yourself up for not getting it all done. But it's not your fault. It's human nature. The solution? Overestimate. Add buffer time. Plan for setbacks, because things will always take longer than you think. Always. The seventh unconscious mistake is neglecting small decisions. We think life is shaped by big, dramatic choices, moving to a new city, changing careers, ending a relationship. But more often, it's the tiny, unconscious decisions that shape our future. Hitting snooze instead of waking up, reaching for fast food instead of cooking, scrolling for hours instead of reading a book. These moments seem insignificant, but they stack up, like compounding interest on slowly, quietly, inevitably. Your habits are the sum of these small choices. So ask yourself, what small decision am I making right now that my future self will thank me for? The truth is, you can't stop making unconscious mistakes. Your brain is wired to take shortcuts, to avoid discomfort, to protect itself. But you can become aware of them, and that awareness is everything. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly you can see the furniture, the obstacles, the way forward. Without awareness, you keep bumping into the same things over and over, wondering why you feel stuck. With awareness, you can start to navigate your life intentionally. You can choose your beliefs instead of letting them choose you. You can respond to your emotions instead of reacting blindly. You can make small decisions today that create a better tomorrow. So, which of these unconscious mistakes resonated with you the most? Be honest with yourself, because awareness is only the first step. The next is action. If you found value in this video, consider hitting that like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more content like this, about how to master your mind, your habits, your life, then make sure to subscribe. Remember, your life is not happening to you. You are happening to your life. See you in the next video.